You know that feeling when you wake up in the morning, and instead of feeling refreshed, it's like you've already run a marathon? Or maybe you start the day strong, but by mid-afternoon, you're dragging, completely out of steam. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. So many of us over 60 wonder, why am I so tired all the time? Is this just part of getting older? Well, here's the good news. Fatigue doesn't have to be your new normal. Doctors say there are real, often overlooked reasons why energy levels dip as we age. And more importantly, there are simple, practical ways to turn things around. In this video, we'll uncover the real reasons behind fatigue in the elderly, straight from medical experts, and share easy, everyday habits that can help you feel more vibrant, energized, and like yourself again. No magic pills, no extreme diets, just straightforward, science-backed advice that fits into your life. So, let's start with the first big reason doctors say energy levels drop after 60. 1. Your body isn't getting the right fuel. Think of your body like a car. Even the best engine sputters if you put in the wrong gas. As we age, our digestion changes. We might not absorb nutrients as well, or we fall into eating patterns that don't give us the energy we need. For example, maybe you've cut back on protein because meat feels heavy, or you skip meals when you're not hungry. But protein is crucial for maintaining muscle, and muscle keeps you strong and energized. And if you're filling up on processed carbs, like white bread or sweets, you'll crash faster than a balloon losing air. Here's the fix. Focus on nutrient-dense foods. Eggs, Greek yogurt, beans, or even a handful of nuts can give you steady energy. And if big meals feel like too much, try smaller, more frequent snacks. A slice of turkey with avocado, a smoothie with peanut butter. Little changes can make a big difference. 2. Dehydration creeps up on you. This one surprises a lot of people. As we get older, our sense of thirst dulls. You might not feel parched, but your body is running on empty. Even mild dehydration can leave you feeling sluggish, foggy, or even dizzy. Doctors say many seniors mistake dehydration for fatigue. So how much water is enough? A good rule of thumb is to take your weight in pounds, divide it in half, and drink that many ounces a day. For a 160-pound person, that's 80 ounces, about 5 standard water bottles. But here's a tip. If plain water feels boring, try herbal teas, broths, or even water-rich foods like cucumbers or watermelon. Keep a glass by your chair or take sips during TV commercials. Small sips add up. Now, before we move on to the next reason, let's talk about something you might not expect. 3. Poor sleep isn't just about quantity, it's about quality. You might be thinking, but I sleep 8 hours a night. Here's the thing. As we age, sleep patterns shift. You might wake up more often or spend less time in deep, restorative sleep. That's why you can clock a full night and still wake up exhausted. Doctors point to a few culprits: pain, medication side effects, or even a too warm bedroom. But one of the biggest disruptors? Light exposure. As we get older, our eyes become more sensitive to light, especially blue light from TVs or phones. That tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime, messing with melatonin, your sleep hormone. Try this. An hour before bed, dim the lights and swap screen time for a book or calming music. Keep your room cool and dark. Blackout curtains can work wonders. And if you nap, limit it to 20 minutes, early in the day. Now, these are just the first few reasons behind fatigue, but already, you can see how small tweaks can lead to big changes. In the next part, we'll dive into 2 more surprising factors, including one that most people never see coming. Asterisk, natural transition, no preview or recap, just a smooth lead into part 2. Asterisk. So, if you've ever thought, I'm just getting older, this is how it's supposed to be, stick around. Because what's coming next might just change how you see your energy levels for good. You know, sometimes the biggest energy zappers aren't the obvious ones. Sure, we talked about food, water, and sleep, but there are a couple of sneaky culprits doctors say many of us overlook. And once you understand them, you might just find yourself feeling years younger. So, let's pick up where we left off and dive into the next big reason fatigue creeps in after 60. For your muscles are sending you a message, and you might be missing it. Here's something fascinating. Muscle loss speeds up as we age, starting as early as our 30s, but really kicking in after 60. And here's the catch. Weaker muscles don't just make it harder to carry groceries or climb stairs. They actually steal your energy. Think about it. If your body has to work twice as hard to do everyday things, of course you'll feel worn out. But the good news? You don't need to become a bodybuilder to fight back. Simple strength exercises, even just a few times a week, can make a world of difference. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Exercise? That'll just make me more tired. But doctors say the opposite is true. Gentle resistance bands, chair squats, or even carrying a light bag of groceries can help rebuild muscle. The key? Start small. Even 5 minutes a day counts. And within weeks, you might notice you're not feeling winded after simple tasks anymore. 5. The medication maze. Is your prescription draining you? This one's important, and not enough people talk about it. Many common medications have fatigue as a side effect. Blood pressure pills, antihistamines, even some pain relievers can leave you feeling like you're moving through molasses. Now, I'm not saying to stop taking your meds. Never do that without talking to your doctor. But here's what you can do. Next time you're at your appointment, bring a list of all your medications, yes, even the over-the-counter ones, and ask, could any of these be making me tired? Sometimes, adjusting the dose or switching to a different option can give you back your spark. And while we're on the topic of doctors, 6. Hidden health hurdles, the quiet energy thieves. Sometimes, fatigue isn't just about lifestyle, it's your body waving a red flag. Things like low vitamin B12, thyroid issues, or even mild anemia are surprisingly common in seniors and can zap your energy without other obvious symptoms. The fix here is simple but powerful. Ask your doctor for a basic blood test at your next checkup. It's quick, routine, and could uncover an easy-to-fix problem. For example, if your B12 is low, which happens as we absorb nutrients less efficiently, a supplement might give you back that missing pep. Now, here's something to remember. You don't have to tackle all of this at once. Maybe this week, you focus on drinking more water. Next week, try adding a 5-minute strength exercise. Small steps add up. And in the next part, we'll wrap up with the final, and perhaps most surprising, key to fighting fatigue after 60. It's not about your body at all, it's about your mind. So, if you've ever felt like your energy is slipping away no matter what you do, stay tuned. Because what's coming next might just change everything. You know, when we talk about fatigue, most of us focus on the body, what we're eating, how we're sleeping, whether we're moving enough. But there's one piece of the puzzle that often gets ignored, even though it can drain your energy just as much as any physical cause. So let's talk about the mind-body connection, because what's happening in your thoughts and emotions plays a huge role in how you feel every day. 7. Stress and loneliness, the silent energy drainers. Here's something doctors don't always mention. Chronic stress and loneliness don't just affect your mood. They physically exhaust you. When you're stressed, your body pumps out cortisol, a hormone that, over time, can leave you feeling constantly worn out. And loneliness? Studies show it can be as damaging to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Now, you might be thinking, but I'm not stressed. I'm retired. But stress isn't just about work. Worrying about health, finances, or even feeling disconnected from friends or family can take a toll. The good news? Small steps can make a big difference. Something as simple as a 10-minute phone call with a loved one, listening to music you love, or even sitting outside in the sunshine can lower stress hormones and boost energy. And if you're feeling isolated, consider joining a community group. Many churches, libraries, and senior centers have low-key activities where you can meet others without pressure. 8. The power of purpose. Yes, really. This might sound surprising, but having something to look forward to, whether it's a hobby, a weekly card game, or even caring for a pet, can actually give you energy. Doctors call this the engagement effect. When your brain is excited about something, your body follows suit. Think about how you feel after a good laugh with friends or finishing a project you enjoy. That's not just happiness, it's fuel. So if you've been putting off that garden, painting class, or book club, here's your sign to give it a try. Even small daily joys, like watching birds at a feeder or cooking a favorite recipe, can recharge you. Now, let's take a step back. We've covered a lot, but here's the big takeaway. Fatigue isn't an inevitable part of aging. It's often your body's way of saying something's out of balance, whether it's your nutrients, your sleep, your medications, or even your social connections. The best part? You don't need a complete life overhaul to feel better. Pick one thing from this video that resonates with you. Maybe drinking more water, checking your medications, or calling a friend this week, and start there. Progress, not perfection, is what matters. If you take away just one thing from this video, let it be this: you deserve to feel vibrant, no matter your age. Those little moments of energy, playing with grandkids, enjoying a walk, or simply waking up refreshed, are within reach. So tell me in the comments, which tip are you going to try first? Have you already noticed a difference after making a small change? I'd love to hear your stories. And if this video helped you, share it with a friend who might need it too, because everyone deserves to feel their best. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more simple, science-backed tips to thrive after 60. Remember, aging isn't about slowing down, it's about living well. Here's to your health, your energy, and your joy.